Pisces, what is up, gangstas? So right now the moon is at 81.3% illumination in the sign of Capricorn. Headed towards that third quarter moon in Aquarius tomorrow. So let's see kind of how this energy is affecting you, going from like earth to air energy, and kind of see, you know, what messages you need at this time. Alright, we have gray short, timid, misunderstood, and shy. So, this is how you may be being perceived. Whether that's how you perceive yourself or not, that seems to be generally how you're perceived at this time. So, which makes sense to me. I mean, most Pisces I know kind of come off that way. However, I've never met a Pisces that doesn't know how to fight. So I feel that, you know, a lot of this is external. It's how you appear to be, you know, from the outside looking in. Because on the inside of a Pisces, there's a lot. It's not that so much that you're timid or shy. It's that you're reading, right? You're reading the rooms. You're reading people's energies. You're reading people's minds. Very fucking intuitive, right? And so, and oftentimes when you're in a state of reading, you know, you're not really in a state of speaking. So that's what I'm gathering from that. So let's see. And that could be where the misunderstood aspect comes from. Because Pisces also have a way of saying things that are so... what is the word? Out of pocket at the most random times. That's one of my favorite things about Pisces. Y'all will say the most out of pocket shit. No shame in your game, right? So, let's see. What do you need to hear? Okay, if something's not working out, or in your recent past something stopped working out, because I'm seeing the Two of Cups in reverse, right? This is like a separation. This could be a breakup, some kind of severance here. And then with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's showing me that something's not working, right? Because this is the card of working, right? Things working and working together, working for something, but something's not working, and or you're done working towards something, right? You're done trying to see eye to eye on a certain level with an individual or individuals. We have the Justice card, Libra, coming out. And what I'm seeing here is that this is, you know, this severance, this separation is really causing like a rebalancing, right? It's really causing things to really turn out in your favor, right? This is karmic balance. This is like, alright, shit has been, you know, grinding your gears for too long, and now it's like there's a need for balance to be restored, a need for wrongs to be righted, a need for, you know, this separation. Because I feel that this is like a karmic connection that needs to come to completion. the thing about karmic connections is once the karma is paid, right? Once that karmic debt is paid, that's when they're done, right? That's when we're not dealing with those individuals anymore. And you'll notice a severance or separation. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing, because this is, you know, kind of the universe saying, hey, you're on the right path. You cleared out some karma. Now you can either choose to go get more karma, or, you know, you can choose to sit in the balance here. But what I'm seeing here is the Sun card, Leo energy, also showing up. And perhaps this could be balancing for both parties involved. Because with the Sun card, I'm seeing like this ability to tap into your inner child and to find that abundance in your health, your wealth, your resourcefulness, feeling a new motivation or inspiration for life. I'm seeing like this energy of renewal with the Sun, right? So it doesn't look like it's a bad thing. It doesn't look like it's something that you even see in a bad way. It's kind of like, okay, I've done my time here and now it's time to be done. You know? With the Justice card, if there is any kind of court thing involved too, I'm seeing things ruling in your favor. So let's see. What else do you need to know at this time? Yeah, we've got the Six of Cups in reverse, which indicates to me like you're not even feeling nostalgic about this connection. This isn't something that you reminisce on, or this isn't something that you're going to be missing, right? This is actually something that you're going to be feeling very relieved to be free of. With the Hierophant in reverse, it just felt like there was no more room for growth or expansion in this situation, whether this was work or a relationship, because it kind of feels like it could be either or. The Hierophant being Taurus energy. Not that, you know, the zodiacs matter a whole lot. It's, you know, the energy of the cards that I'm really calling towards when I say that, when I bring up the zodiacs of each card. You have a lot of major arcana, which tells me that you're at a life-altering time of your life. Like, the trajectory, the direction that you're going is shifting. And life as you've known it is not going to be the way that life goes for you, right? We have Three of Pentacles. You could be making new connections in regards to work or home life, right? Getting a new roommate, getting a new job. Something that is kind of transactional and mutually beneficial. Alright. And what is your advice? Your advice here is the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy. And this is really telling you to step out of your comfort zone. It's telling you that, like, your advice here is to do something that might be a little whimsical, right? It might feel a little like you're treading in uncharted territories, right? Uncharted waters. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, Your comfort zone maybe with an individual or individuals that bring some kind of drama or deceit into your life, right? Like you may have dealt with things being a certain way for a long time, and because it's familiar, because it's what you know, that's like your comfort zone, and stepping away from that, stepping away from people like that is really gonna help, right? Because the Queen of Wands in reverse is a drama queen. It's somebody who loves the drama, who loves the fights, who loves to see people like pitted against each other, who, you know, thrives in that negative energy. And so I feel that separating yourself from them is really going to be helpful. With the Ten of Pentacles, I see you like on a path of building generational wealth, right? Generational wealth is like, you know, resources and abundance that go not just to you, but to your offspring, to your future generations. You know, this is something to be passed down. And so I do see like you're reinventing yourself. And this is kind of like a zero tolerance for bullshit energy too. You know, you're at a place where you're just like, I don't have the time and the energy for things that are going to keep setting me back, for things that are not going to help me to push forward. Because I see that you have like this clear view in your mind, right, of your personal success, of, you know, the kind of life that you want, the kind of partnerships that you want, in business, relationship, the kind of friendships you want, right? Like getting real picky about your social circles. I'm seeing that, you know, the more serious you take your life, the closer you get to these outcomes that you truly desire, right? The more disciplined you are in your pursuits, the more outcomes you're going to see. So get your money. And learn about money management too, because acquiring wealth and maintaining wealth are very different things. So learning how to manage smaller amounts of money will help you learn how to manage and invest larger amounts, right? Live below your means always. You know, live as inexpensively as you can, and that will really help you to build that nest egg, right? We have Six of Pentacles. I do see, you know, this Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. You could have an earth sign kind of coming in. You do have Taurus and Virgo on the board. But this is more of a business partnership, right? This is like I said, that kind of mutually beneficial, transactional kind of connection that will help you to get to your next level, right? If you're an entrepreneur, like starting a business, a lot of that has to do with talking to the right people, right? You are the sum of the top 5 people that you hang out with. So pay attention to who they are, right? Get real picky about who they are. What do they do? How is their viewpoint towards money and success? You know, like, are these people that will help you to grow and expand on all areas of your life? You know, because separating yourself from lower vibrational people, it can be hard, right? These are people that you love and stuff and that you care about, but they're just in a place that you don't want to see yourself in life, right? And it's not about hating them for where they're at. It's about understanding that you don't want to be there, right? You don't want to be where they're at. You you're choosing progress, you're choosing growth, you're choosing expansion. And when you choose expansion, when you choose that kind of growth, you know, then that also means that you have to let certain things fall by the wayside. You know, like if, for example, all of your friends are, you know, hanging out at the bar every freaking night, and you know, and all they do is complain about their love lives and their work lives and all that. Like, well, you're going to be one of them, right? You're going to be one of those people sitting at the bar every day complaining about your work life and your love life. And, you know, it's the way it goes, right? It's easier to get a clean dog dirty than it is to get a dirty dog clean, right? And so really pay attention to who you have in your environment, right? Who you surround yourself with, the people you take advice from, right? Like, these are things that I myself have had to, like, get very serious about in my life because, you know, I'm an Aquarius. It is, like, I love helping people, being there for people, supporting people. I'm all about being a humanitarian. That's just it's what I do. But I realized too that I was also susceptible to falling into similar cycles with people or misunderstanding, like when I'm there to heal somebody, that I'm not there to get completely intertwined in their lives. And, you know, and so there's that. There's a lot to it. Sorry. We have the Fool card, Uranus energy. This is Aquarius and Aries energy showing up. And what I'm really gathering with the Fool card is, like, it's time to take a leap of faith. It's time to do something that might seem a little scary to you, right? Whether that's moving, switching jobs, changing your social scene, you know, whatever it is. It might feel scary, right? It might feel a little off-putting. It might be like, brother, you know, but do it. Because this is your rebirth, right? With the Death card in reverse, this is your rebirth. This is your time to reinvent yourself. This is your time to grow into the person that you see yourself as, the person that you really want to be, that you want to project into the world, right? Practicing being the very person that you want to be is a lot harder than just saying that you're the person that you want to be, right? Like, getting disciplined, waking up early, doing the things, you know, networking, making the right phone calls, talking to people. You know, there's this guy, oh my gosh, I forgot, I feel so bad, I forgot his name. There's this guy on YouTube that I've been watching his videos on, like, entrepreneurship and stuff, and you know, I watch so many different types of videos on YouTube. You'll catch me in the comments of the most random fucking videos. But yeah, so this entrepreneurial guy, he was talking about how somebody had asked him to hang out. And he was like, oh man, you know I don't do that. And I was like, what? You can just tell people you don't hang out? Like, that's allowed? You can just say no? Like, you don't have to have some shitty excuse. Like, you can just be like, I don't hang out with people. Like, that was mind-blowing for me. I was just like, what the fuck? Dude's on a whole other level over here just saying no. Like, and look at where it got him, you know? Got him a multi-million, billion-dollar industry. Which is dope, you know? Like, I don't hate on people for acquiring wealth. I don't think that poverty is virtuous. You know, I've been in poverty, and I'll tell you what, I don't see any virtue in it. That's where all the criminals are. No, I'm kidding. Actually, a lot of the criminals are in the upper class as well, but there's no virtue. You know, the virtue is something that is within the self. It has nothing to do with what class you land under, right? If you're in poverty or if you're rich or whatever, you know. Like shit, I'll be hiring the fucking kids of the neighborhood to tag up my yard, my fence and shit, and be like, tag up my house. I need the prices to be down. I need to live beneath my means, you know. Also, I probably would just do that because I love graffiti, so I don't know. But for reals though, like, you want your property prices to be down? Hire those little graffiti artists to come in and keep those property rates down. They are the real heroes that America deserves. And I don't think that they get enough recognition for what they do for humanity, okay? Anyway. We have the Prince of Pentacles. What you are going into, it's going to be very new for you. You're going to feel new at it. You're going to be like, what am I doing? Help. You're going to need to do as much research as possible. And really, like, talk to people in the field, right? If you're looking, because it does look with the Six of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. It looks to me like you're going in a professional direction, right? And so look to people who are successful in that direction. Look to people who have made it work. How did they make it work? What did they do different? Did they say no to people? Like, that's the important shit, you know? And don't be afraid to say no, right? Like, don't be afraid to say you're busy. Don't be afraid to be busy. Don't be afraid to entertain the things that are the most valuable for you. Sometimes that's going to be solitude. Sometimes that's going to be just working away at your house by yourself. No people, no distractions, you know. Just getting shit done. And then other days it's going to be going out, networking, but not being stupid, right? Not using that social excuse to do like your boy has done. And get drunk while trying to network. Don't do that. I'm telling you from from my personal experience. And it's easy to do because at a lot of these things, you know, depending on what field you're going into, a lot of that networking is going to involve eating and drinking, right? And so have limitations on both. Don't get crazy. It's easy. If you're not a drinker, perfect. Even better. And if you're not an eater, well, you know, maybe a little snacks. I don't know. But be intentional, right? I think that's the biggest message here is be intentional with who you entertain, what you entertain, where you spend your money. Who is that going to? Is that what you support? Da 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 da. You know, like I had to ask myself some hard questions too, like that. And honestly, like, you know, there are going to be times where, you know, you're going to have those unexpected expenses and things like that. So when you have those, like if you have car problems, for example, be wise. Run a diagnostics, fix your own damn car. There's YouTube, okay? Do as many things that you can by yourself or with the help of others. Because in today's society, you know, like, it'll cost you a whole arm and leg and your kids' arms and legs, you know, just to fix what shouldn't be, you know, so crazy to fix, right? O2 sensors should not cost fucking $350 a piece to fix. I'm sorry. No fucking way. That's a sound I don't hear at my place very often. Low flying planes. It's a little scary. I had a flashback. Alright, anything else that you need to hear? I dropped it. And that. Okay, I'm all over the board. Sorry. So we have the moon in reverse, Pisces energy in reverse, your energy in reverse. You might be feeling like things might be a little upside down for you, right? A little topsy-turvy. This, to me though, the moon talks about something coming to light or bringing something up to the light. So with this in reverse, I'm kind of seeing like move in the shadows, you know, moving in silence, be intentional with your time, your energy, your resources, and move in silence. And that's, you know, the biggest thing that I'm gathering from your reading. Also, the opposite of the moon is the sun, and the sun did come out. So don't be afraid to get in touch with your inner child, to do things that are exciting and interesting for you, within reason, you know, because I feel that right now your direction matters the most, right? And choosing your direction matters the most out of all the things. So yeah, let's pull some Kali cards. This is a pretty dang good reading, Pisces. I'm proud of you. It takes a lot to take these steps to initiate these kinds of changes, because this is life altering, right? This is like you're not willing to tolerate life as it has been anymore, and you're like, you know what, fuck all this. I know where I want to go. I know what I want. I know who I want to be. I know how I want to be seen, and that is what you're pursuing, right? And that's very admirable. Kundalini Shakti. Significant inner shifts are taking place. Energies are beginning to move in new ways. You may feel that resolution is hard to pin down at this time. Lean into unfamiliar territory with boldness, tempered by patience. You will become capable of many things on many levels that you were not capable of accomplishing previously. You shall arise. A fresh path is signified. Kaladara. When hope is lost and a way forward cannot be sensed, Kali's love will find a way. If the path does not yet exist, then it shall be created. If you cannot see or feel how you can move from where you are to where you want to be, Kali's wisdom and grace will manifest at the perfect time to provide what is needed. Krishna. You can have what you need and desire, but you must be prepared to enter into the sacred fire to make the appropriate offering. Shift from focusing on what isn't working to handing over all concerns as a prayer offering to the divine. All can then be resolved and shall manifest according to loving and generous grace. And what that means too is don't focus so much on the hardship part of it. Don't focus on like, oh, this is impossible. Nothing's impossible. Okay? Nothing's impossible. We can go to space. We can dive down to the depths of the ocean. Well, probably diving all the way down is impossible, but you know. Or at least getting back up after you have is impossible. But whatever. Those are different kinds of, you know, scenarios. But what I'm saying though is that there's nothing that is not figure outable. And so if you keep it in your mind that everything is figure outable, then like, and every time you have a worry, a concern, a problem, you just give that up to the divine. You send that out as a prayer. You're like, that's my sacrifice. I'm sacrificing my concerns, my worries. I won't have them. They won't dwell in me. Because I know shit's gonna happen, right? Shit's gonna be fine. And keeping that optimism. I just did a video on manifestation. Optimism matters more about how deserving you are, or matters more than how deserving you are. When it comes to manifestation, knowing that it's going to come to fruition for you, being confident that it's going to come to fruition, those are the things that are the most important. Because it really has nothing to do with how good or bad a person you've been in your life. It's, do you know things are working out in your favor? Because if you know it, the universe knows it, and it will support that. The universe is mental, right? So everything that you think becomes your reality in some way. And sometimes in very obscure ways, you know. But yeah. So this is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Namaste. I love you all, and I will see you later.